എന്നാൽ ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു മണിക്കൂറാണ്. വെറും ഒരു മണിക്കൂറിൽ അറിയാം ഒരു ദിവസത്തെ വാർത്തകൾ. ഒരു ദിവസത്തെ പ്രധാന സംഭവങ്ങളെല്ലാം ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തി മാതൃഭൂമി ന്യൂസ് ഒരു മണിക്കൂർ വാർത്ത എല്ലാ ദിവസവും രാത്രി 10-ന്.
വയനാടിന്റെ ചരിത്രത്തിൽ ആദ്യമായി ഓൾ ഇന്ത്യ T20 ഫ്ലഡ് ലൈറ്റ് ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ്. മാതൃഭൂമി കൃഷ്ണഗിരി കപ്പ് T20.
വയനാട് ജില്ലാ ക്രിക്കറ്റ് അസോസിയേഷന്റെ ആഭിമുഖ്യത്തിൽ അണ്ടർ ദ ലൈറ്റ് ഫ്ലഡ് ലൈറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ് ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് വയനാട്ടിലെ ഒരു ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ് സംഘടിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. കേരളത്തിന് പുറത്തുമുള്ള 50ഓളം മികച്ച ടീമുകൾ ഈ ടൂർണമെന്റിൽ പങ്കാളികളാകുന്നു. ഏകദേശം 1 ലക്ഷം രൂപ വിന്നിംഗ് പ്രൈസും 50,000 രൂപ റണ്ണറപ്പും ഈ ടൂർണമെന്റിന്റെ വിജയികൾക്ക് നമ്മൾ നൽകും.
മാർച്ച് 2 മുതൽ 19 വരെ കൃഷ്ണഗിരി സ്റ്റേഡിയത്തിൽ. വയനാടിന്റെ ചരിത്രത്തിൽ ആദ്യമായി ഓൾ ഇന്ത്യ T20 ഫ്ലഡ് ലൈറ്റ് ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ്. മാതൃഭൂമി കൃഷ്ണഗിരി കപ്പ് T20.
The match is all set to begin. Both the umpires are all set out there in the middle. The fielding teams are also out there in the middle, waiting for the batsmen to come in. The live action will begin in a few minutes of time. The match is being played between Mathrubhumi 11 and CSPL All Stars 11. CSPL All Star 11 winning the toss and electing to bat first. After winning the toss, CSPL All Star 11 deciding to bat first. The captain of CSPL All Star 11 is Superintendent of Police Mr. Ilengo R. The playing 11 of CSPL All Star 11: Mukesh Jose, Anish TK, Anup PS, R. Ilengo, Jayan EV, Jayaram NK, Jaril Sebastian, Sanesh, Sandosh NK, Shafiq MB, and Vaishak. The playing 11 of Mathrubhumi 11: the captain Sridhar, Agil AR, Anil Kumar the wicketkeeper, Ibin, Jijish, Malgosh, Manoj, Mukesh, Sonu, Sumit, Yadu Thomas. Jensen is the 12th man of Mathrubhumi 11. Sonu is the opening bowler for Mathrubhumi 11. He will be starting from the pavilion end. Anish and Joel Sebastian are the openers for CSPL All-Star 11. After winning the toss, CSPL All-Star 11 deciding to bat first. We are in the first over. The power play number 1, in which only maximum of 2 fielders are outside the 30-yard circle. Sonu will open the bowling procedures for Mathrubhumi 11. And play, says the umpire. We are all set for the first ball. Good delivery to start off and equally well played by the batsman. First run on the scorecard. Jaril is on strike. Anish TK opening his account with a single. Chance, and back on the crease at right time. Good delivery from Sonu. Good carry to the wicketkeeper as well. 2 runs coming off the first 3 balls. Good delivery from Sonu first up. Another dot ball. Anish TK is the batsman on strike. And that's given. Anish TK, one of the most dangerous batsmen of the side, has to depart. The replay clearly states that there's an edge and a good catch by the wicketkeeper. CSPL All Stars 11 loses their first wicket. Sonu giving the first breakthrough for Mathrubhumi 11, picking up the first wicket. Anish TK has to depart for 1. He departs without struggling the scorers. One more ball remaining in this final over, and the new batsman in is the captain himself. Our Ilang is the new batsman. The superintendent of police, Wayanad. CSPL All-Star losing the first wicket in the first over. Good delivery from Sonu to finish off the first over. That's a good over from Sonu. After the end of first over, CSPL All-Star 11, 2 for the loss of 1 wicket. R. Ilango and Javil are the batsmen at the center. Sonu picking up the first wicket for Mathrubhumi 11. Javil is the batsman on strike. After winning the toss, CSPL All-Star 11 deciding to bat first. Loses their opener in the first over. Anish TK, the batsman, has departed. Wide ball to start off the second over. Ibn is the new bowler. He's bowling from the high end. Javil is the batsman on strike. Another wide delivery from Ibn. Another wide. Three balls have been bowled and those three has been called wide. Score moves on to 5. Gerald Sebastian is the batsman on strike. Another wide. 4 runs coming off the serve so far. No balls have been bowled yet. That's edged. There was a chance, but the slip was being removed on the previous ball. One run added. Score moves on to 7. Ilango, or the captain of CSPL All-Star 11, is back on strike. Close call, and the umpire doesn't look interested. Good bowling by Ibn. The replay clearly states that the ball is missing the leg stump. And that's it. Second wicket down. I've been giving the second breakthrough for CSPL All-Star 11. This time it's the captain himself has to depart.
In a faraway land, so close to your dreams, when nature unfolds itself before you in all its grandeur.
Second wicket down. CSPL All-Stars 11. 7 for the loss of 2 wickets. We are in the second over.
Wake up,
The captain of CSPL All-Star departs.
wake up to the enchanting wilderness.
The new batsman in is Mukesh. I've been picking up the second wicket for CSPL. Another good delivery and equally very well played by Mukesh. He's on the way with a single. Score moves on to 8. Another good delivery. Good cricket all round. Good delivery and equally well played. Picks up a single and the score moves on to 9. Chance at the non-strikers end, but small misunderstanding between both the batsmen. And that's the end of the second over CSPL All-Star level 9 for the loss of 2 wickets. Two dot balls to start off the third over. Joril is the batsman on strike. Sonu continuing from the bowling end. Another good delivery from Sonu, beating past the outside edge. Short ball outside the off man. That's nicely played and he picks up his first boundary. Joel playing it on the back foot, opening the face of the blade and placing it towards deep point for a boundary. He picks up his first boundary. Score moves on to 13. Shout for a little bit of blue appeal, but the umpire doesn't look interested. Dragging on to the leg stump. Really good bowling performance by Mathrubhumi 11 so far. Just sticking on to the basics and keeping the pressure right upon CSPL All-Star 11. Another good delivery. This is great bowling by Sonu so far. Just conceding 6 runs in his 2 overs and picking up a wicket of Anish Tiki. For the completion of 3 overs, CSPL All-Star 11 13 for the loss of 2 wickets.
ദുൽഖറിന് അവളാണ് ആനന്ദം. ക്യൂട്ടാ.
ദുൽഖറിന്റെ ആര്?
മറിയം അമീറ. നീ അധികം തലപോയിക്കണ്ട, വേഗം ചെന്ന് ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി വായിക്കാം.
അവളാണ് എന്റെ ആനന്ദം. ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി മാർച്ച് 1 ലക്കം. സ്റ്റാർ ടോക്കിൽ ദുൽഖർ സൽമാൻ.
ദുൽഖറിന്റെ ഇഷ്ടങ്ങൾ, സിനിമ, കുടുംബ വിശേഷങ്ങൾ.
ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി നിങ്ങളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു എപ്പോഴും.
ഇപ്പോൾ വിപണിയിൽ.
ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി മാർച്ച് 1 ലക്കം വിമൻസ് ഡേ സ്പെഷ്യൽ ഇപ്പോൾ വിപണിയിൽ. അവൾ എന്റെ ആനന്ദം. ദുൽഖർ സൽമാൻ. കുച്ചിപ്പുടി നർത്തകി ശ്രീലക്ഷ്മി ഗോവർദ്ധനൻ. പാട്ടിനു പിന്നിലെ കഥകളുമായി സന മൊയ്തോട്ടി. വാടക ഗർഭധാരണം എങ്ങനെ, എപ്പോൾ, കൂടാതെ മറ്റ് പങ്ക്തികളും. ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി നിങ്ങളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു എപ്പോഴും.
ഒരു ദിവസമെന്നാൽ ഇപ്പോൾ 1 മണിക്കൂറാണ്. വെറും 1 മണിക്കൂറിൽ അറിയാം ഒരു ദിവസത്തെ വാർത്തകൾ. ഒരു ദിവസത്തെ പ്രധാന സംഭവങ്ങളെല്ലാം ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തി മാതൃഭൂമി ന്യൂസ് 1 മണിക്കൂർ വാർത്ത. എല്ലാ ദിവസവും രാത്രി 10-ന്.
We are witnessing the 6th day of sliding onto the leg stump, and nice little touch there by Mukesh, picks up a single. We are witnessing the second match of the 6th day of this Mathrubhumi Krishnagiri All India Cricket Tournament 2020. The runners-up trophy of this tournament is being sponsored by CSPL Wayanad. This match is being played between Mathrubhumi 11 and CSPL All-Star 11. We are into the power play number 1, and that's no ball signal by the umpire. 3 fielders were outside the 30-yard circle, and this will be a free hit. Free hit, and Jerry is the batsman on strike. Wide delivery outside the off stump. Free hit continues. Jerry. In fact, Mukesh is the batsman on strike. He'll be facing. Beg your pardon. Jerry is the batsman on strike. Good shot. Gets some bat on it, and 1 bounce into the fence. Jerry picking up his second boundary. That was a free hit, and he has to go for that ball. Slashing the ball head, and the ball passes over the fielder backward point. 1 bounce into the fence. Jerry PS picking up his second boundary. Good comeback delivery from Ivan. Another dot ball. CSPL All-Star 11 20 for the loss of 2 wickets. Joel and Mukesh slightly and steadily building a partnership after losing 2 wickets in 2 successive overs. That's a good strike from Gerald, and he picks up another boundary, third boundary of the innings for him. That's a good serious striking by Gerald PS. We have to wait for the umpire signal. Leg by signal by the umpire, 2 more inside to the team total. Score moves on to 26. We are in the 4th over. Ivan is the bowler. Joel is the batsman on strike. Another dot ball. One more ball remaining in this 4th over of the innings. CSPL All-Star 11 after winning the toss and electing to bat first, 26 for the loss of 2 wickets. Gerald picks up a single off the final ball and he'll keep the strike for the next over. After the completion of 4 overs, CSPL All-Star 11, 27 for the loss of 2 wickets. We are witnessing the second match of the day 6 played between Mathrubhumi 11 and CSPL All-Star 11. Change in bowling at the pavilion end. Sumit is the new bowler. Starts off with a short on wide delivery. Picking up a single of the very first ball, Gerald. Mukesh is back on strike. Score moves on to 28. Wide is outside the off stump, and that's a legal delivery. Another dot ball. This time, wide signal by the umpire, and 4 extra runs more 5 in total, score moves on to 33. That was a poor effort by the wicketkeeper. Score moves on to 33. Good shot and good running between the wickets by both the batsmen. Another good delivery outside the off stump results in a dot ball. We are into the 5th over of the power play number 1. CSPL All-Star 11 34 for the loss of 2 wickets. Good delivery by Sumit, opening the face there and picks up a single. One more run added to his account, Joril. He moves on to 18. Another single taken, opening the face and guiding it towards deep point for a single. Score moves on to 35. That's the end of the 5th over. CSPL All-Star 11 36 for the loss of 2 wickets. There was a chance for the run out, but throw was at the striking end. Wicketkeeper having a protection, asking for a helmet. Manoj is the new bowler bowling from the high end. Slow left arm spinner. Short ball, and that's hit really hard, and that's the first six of the match. That too from the blades of Gerald, who is looking really good at the moment. The ball was pitch short, and Gerald has no hesitation in hitting it over the boundary. First six of the match, and a good clean strike by the batsman. Score moves on to 43. Gerald batting on 24, and he's being really well supported by Mukesh. Good single taken by Gerald. Playing it with soft hands and running hard for that run. Good thinking, hitting a six and changing the strike. Good thinking by both the batsmen. Good delivery by Manoj. Good backing up as well. One more run added to the team total. Score moves on to 45. Good strike by Gerald, and that's a misfield out at long off. He picks up another boundary and he moves on to 29. And CSPL All-Star 11 making the full use of this final over of the power play, scoring 13 runs off the first 5 balls. One more ball remaining in the final over of the power play number 1. Let's wait for the umpire's confirmation. And here comes the confirmation. Boundary signal by the umpire. One bounce into the fence. 17 runs coming off this over. After the completion of 6 overs, CSPL All-Star 11 53 for the loss of 2 wickets. Gerald batting on 33. It's a good strike by the batsman, and that will go for another boundary. First ball after the power play has been hit hard and beats the fielder deep covers. Boundary to start of the 7th over. Sumit continuing from bowling end. Mukesh, the batsman, scoring that boundary. Good cricket there by Mukesh. Hitting a boundary and rotating the strike. Good sensible thinking there by Mukesh. Good delivery from Sumit. Another dot ball. Looking for the second one and gets it quite comfortably at the end. Joel is the batsman. He moves on to 35. The runners-up trophy of this tournament is being sponsored by Civil Service Premier League, Wayanad. Again, quick single taken, and that's good thinking by both the batsmen. The fielder at the offside was standing on the 30th circle, playing it on the soft hands and going for that quick single. Good delivery from Sumit. And that's the end of the 7th over. CSPL All-Star 11, 61 for the loss of 2 wickets. Change in bowling at the highway end. Civil Service Premier League All-Star 11, 61 for the loss of 2 wickets. That's nicely played by Joel. Picks up a single off the first ball. Sridhar is the new bowler. With that single, Mukesh comes back on strike. Nicely played by Mukesh, opening the face of the bat at the last moment. Picks up a single of the second ball. Score was down to 63. Good strike by Joel. Picks up a single.
വയനാടിന്റെ ചരിത്രത്തിൽ ആദ്യമായി ഓൾ ഇന്ത്യ T20 ഫ്ലഡ് ലൈറ്റ് ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ്. മാതൃഭൂമി കൃഷ്ണഗിരി.
Looking for the second one, but settles for a single. Jerry batting on 42. Score was on to 70 for the loss of 2 wickets. The lights are slowly glowing up. Nicely played by Jerry, and he gets another boundary. Good timing there. The ball was dragging on to the leg stump. Flicks it towards square leg area for a boundary. Jerry moves on to 44. The sun is slightly setting up. Hello? The lights are slowly glowing up. Wide is delivered outside the off-stump. That's a good work by the wicketkeeper. Good stop. Joel batting on 46. That's well played by Joel. Picks up a single. That single brings Mukesh back on strike, who is batting on 15. Mukesh batting on 14. Good shot by Mukesh, but straight into the hands of the fielder. Looking for the second one, and that's really good running between the wickets by Mukesh and Jeril. Giving the pressure right back on the fielder at deep covers. Running hard and running well for that second one. Score moves on to 78. Chance, but falls well short of the fielder. Looking for the second one, and that's really good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs added to the team total. Score moves on to 80. Mukesh batting on 18. After the completion of 9 overs, CSPL All-Star 11 80 for the loss of 2 wickets.
In a faraway land, so close to your dreams, when nature unfurls itself of a lush, evergreen, the monsoons,
Jungle Resort.
Nicely played by batsman, and he gets 4 for that. And that's it. 50 up for Gerald. Well played half century by the batsman. He's really having some entertainment at the ground. Moves on to 51 from 31 balls. We have to wait for the umpire signal and leg by signal by the umpire. 1 more run added to the team total. Score moves on to 85. We are in the 10th over. Well bowled by Sridhar. Another ball. CSPL All-Star 1185 for the loss of 2 wickets after winning the toss and electing to bat first. Good partnership by both these batsmen after losing 2 early wickets. Nicely played and picks up another single. It's really good sensible batting by both the batsmen. Rotating the strike, hitting boundaries at regular intervals, keeping that run rate up. Good support by Mukesh at the non-striker's end. Hitting it hard and he gets another boundary. It's just an easy going for Gerald Pierce at the moment. Score moves on to 90. 1 more ball remaining in this final over before the drinks. Final ball before the... Good shot by Gerald, and that's out of the park. One of the biggest sixes so far in this tournament. Gerald having some real entertainment at the center, and that's drinks at the center.
ദുൽഖറിന് അവളാണ് ആനന്ദം. ക്യൂട്ടാ.
ദുൽഖറിന്റെ ആര്?
മറിയം അമീറ. നീ അധികം തലപോയിക്കണ്ട, വേഗം ചെന്ന് ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി വായിക്കാം.
അവളാണ് എന്റെ ആനന്ദം. ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി മാർച്ച് 1 ലക്കം. സ്റ്റാർ ടോക്കിൽ ദുൽഖർ സൽമാൻ.
ദുൽഖറിന്റെ ഇഷ്ടങ്ങൾ, സിനിമ, കുടുംബ വിശേഷങ്ങൾ.
ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി നിങ്ങളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു എപ്പോഴും.
ഇപ്പോൾ വിപണിയിൽ.
ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി മാർച്ച് 1 ലക്കം വിമൻസ് ഡേ സ്പെഷ്യൽ ഇപ്പോൾ വിപണിയിൽ. അവൾ എന്റെ ആനന്ദം, ദുൽഖർ സൽമാൻ. കുച്ചിപ്പുടി നർത്തകി ശ്രീലക്ഷ്മി ഗോവർദ്ധനൻ. പാട്ടിനു പിന്നിലെ കഥകളുമായി സന മൊയ്തോട്ടി. വാടക ഗർഭധാരണം എങ്ങനെ, എപ്പോൾ, കൂടാതെ മറ്റ് പങ്ക്തികളും. ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി നിങ്ങളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു എപ്പോഴും.
ഒരു ദിവസം എന്നാൽ ഇപ്പോൾ 1 മണിക്കൂറാണ്. വെറും 1 മണിക്കൂറിൽ അറിയാം ഒരു ദിവസത്തെ വാർത്തകൾ. ഒരു ദിവസത്തെ പ്രധാന സംഭവങ്ങളെല്ലാം ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തി മാതൃഭൂമി ന്യൂസ് 1 മണിക്കൂർ വാർത്ത. എല്ലാ ദിവസവും രാത്രി 10-ന്.
വയനാടിന്റെ ചരിത്രത്തിലാദ്യമായി ഓൾ ഇന്ത്യ T20 ഫ്ലഡ് ലൈറ്റ് ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ്. മാതൃഭൂമി കൃഷ്ണഗിരി കപ്പ് 2.
First ball after the drinks break has been dispatched to the boundary. Hundred comes up on the scoreboard with that boundary. Another good shot by Mukesh, this time to the offside. Running hard and looking for the second, and chance at the striker's end. And back at the crease safely. Mukesh moves on to 25, and CSPL All-Star 11 are 102 for the loss of 2 wickets. We are in the 11th over. Sonu is the bowler. He is bowling from the pavilion end, bowling his third over. Wide is delivered outside the Osterman. Wide signal by the umpire. The official umpires of this match is Mr. Amal Babu and Mr. Harris. Good shot towards the point fielder, but straight to the hands. Picks up a single, and Mukesh moves on to 26. Gerald, who is having a good day today, is batting on 61. CSPL All-Star 11 104 for the loss of 2 wickets. Really well played, looking for the second one, and that's a misfield. Gets the second one quite comfortably at the end. Nicely played by Gerald. Looking for the second, but being sent back. That's good call by both the batsmen. That's the end of the 11th over. Civil Service Premier League Wayanad All-Star 11 107 for the loss of 2 wickets. After the completion of 11 overs, Civil Service Premier League Wayanad All-Star 11, 107 for the loss of 2 wickets. Nicely played by Jaril. Picks up a single. Jijesh is the new bowler. He's into the attack for the first time, bowling from the highway end. Mukesh back on strike. He's batting on 26. 100 up the partnership now. A good partnership by both the batsmen. Nicely played by Mukesh off the back foot, looking for the second and being sent back, and that's a run out. Jaril is the batsman who has to depart.
The monsoon's favorite destination.
Wild Planet, Nilgiris, Luxury.
New batsman in his Jaril departing for 65 in the form of run out. Nicely played and a misfield. And he opens his account with a single. Jijesh, the new bowler, bowling from the highway end. Nicely played by Mukesh. Looking for the second one, and that's really good running between the wickets. The pressure was right back on the fielder, and that's really good batting by Mukesh. Shafiq is the new batsman. He's at the non-strikers end. Picks up a single. Mukesh moves on to 30. And that's the end of the 12th over. Mukesh, the bowler, will be bowling to Shafiq. Picks up a single off the first ball, Mukesh. He's at the non-striker's end. Wide delivered outside the off stump. Civil Service Premier League Wayanad All-Star 11 moves on to 115 with that wide. And another wide delivery by Mukesh. Score moves on to 117 for the loss of 3 wickets. Good shot by the batsman. And single taken. And that's a misfield line that will run away for another boundary. 4 runs for Mukesh. He moves on to 35. Chance, and that's gone above the fielder at point. One more run added to the team total. Mukesh moves on to 36.
Jungle Resort.
ദുൽഖറിന് അവളാണ് ആനന്ദം. ക്യൂട്ടാ.
ദുൽഖറിന്റെ ആര്?
മറിയം അമീറ. നീ അധികം തലപോയിക്കണ്ട, വേഗം ചെന്ന് ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി വായിക്കാം.
അവളാണ് എന്റെ ആനന്ദം. ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി മാർച്ച് 1 ലക്കം. സ്റ്റാർ ടോക്കിൽ ദുൽഖർ സൽമാൻ.
ദുൽഖറിന്റെ ഇഷ്ടങ്ങൾ, സിനിമ, കുടുംബവിശേഷങ്ങൾ.
ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി നിങ്ങളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു എപ്പോഴും.
ഇപ്പോൾ വിപണിയിൽ.
ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി മാർച്ച് 1 ലക്കം വിമൻസ് ഡേ സ്പെഷ്യൽ ശ്രീലക്ഷ്മി ഗോവർദ്ധനൻ. പാട്ടിനു പിന്നിലെ കഥകളും ഇങ്ങനെ എപ്പോൾ, കൂടാതെ മറ്റ് പങ്ക്തികളും. ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി നിങ്ങളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു എപ്പോഴും.
ഒരു
Close call, and Tampa doesn't look interested. Here we are witnessing the 6th day of the Mathrubhumi Krishnagiri Cup 2020. Chance, and that's being missed. It was good running between the wickets by both the batsmen Mukesh and Shafiq. Jitesh bowling his second over. That's a good shot, and that's out of the park. Shafiq is the batsman. He's having some real entertainment. He's hits the first boundary of the match. He moves on to 8. CSPL All-Star 11, 131 for the loss of 3 wickets. This match is being telecasted on YouTube. The spectators are coming in huge numbers. That's a good shot, and that run away for another boundary. A 6 followed by a boundary from Shafiq. He moves on to 12. CSPL All-Star 11, 135 for the loss of 3 wickets. And let's wait for the umpire's signal, and wide signal by the umpire. 5 runs added to the team total. CSPL All-Star 11 crashing into 140. They are really targeting at 200 plus. Mukesh batting at 37 and Shafiq batting at 12. GJ's was the bowler. This match can be viewed on YouTube. Just log on to webstreaming.in. That's gone high up in the air, and it's all the way for another 6. This time it's Mukesh. Beg your pardon. Shafiq was the batsman who struck that big 6 over mid-wicket. Looking for another big one. Looking for the second, and wide plus 2 more runs added to the team total, and they are now 149. 149 for the loss of 3 wickets. We are in the 14th over. 1 more ball remaining in this over. Nicely played. Picks up a single, looking for the second, but settles for a single. And 150 on the board for CSPL All-Star 11. And that's the end of the 14th over. Civil Service Premier League Wayanad All-Star 11, 150 for the loss of 3 wickets. Mukesh batting on 37 and Shafiq batting on 19. After the completion of 14 overs, Civil Service Premier League Wayanad All-Star 11, 150 on the board with 3 batsmen back in the pavilion. 6 more overs remaining in this exciting contest. That's hit really hard and a good stop. Chance at the non-strikers end, but that's actually a great stop by the bowler. Saves at least a boundary. I think he himself has hurt. Looks okay. The match continues and Mukesh is back on strike. That's hit really hard towards deep covers, looking for the second one and gets it quite comfortably at the end. Good running between the wickets by both the batsmen. Mukesh moves on to 39. Nicely played and single taken. That's a good shot. Hits it straight to the man at deep covers. Picks up a single and the score moves on to 155. Wide. One more run added to the team total. Good shot and that's all the way for another 6. Mukesh moves on to 46 and Civil Service Premier League All-Star 11 Wayanad. 162 for the loss of 3 wickets at the end of 15 overs. ഗ്രൗണ്ടിന്റെ ഇരുവശങ്ങളിലുമായി ലക്ഷ്മി ഹോട്ടൽ ഉടമ ബാബു 2 സ്റ്റാളുകൾ തുറന്ന് പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. എല്ലാവിധ ഭക്ഷണ സാധനങ്ങളും അവിടെ ലഭ്യമാണ്. തുച്ഛമായ നിരക്കിൽ സ്വാദേറിയ ഭക്ഷണം. Short ball and has been played really well. Picks up a single. Nicely played on the back foot, and that's good running between the wickets by both the batsmen. That was hit straight to the man at covers. And Ibin gets his second wicket. Shafiq is the batsman who has to depart after a very well played 22 from 21 balls. He departs.
ഒരു ദിവസമെന്നാൽ ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു മണിക്കൂറാണ്. വെറും ഒരു മണിക്കൂറിൽ അറിയാം ഒരു ദിവസത്തെ വാർത്തകൾ. ഒരു ദിവസത്തെ പ്രധാന സംഭവങ്ങളെല്ലാം ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തി മാതൃഭൂമി ന്യൂസ് ഒരു മണിക്കൂർ വാർത്ത. എല്ലാ ദിവസവും രാത്രി 10-ന്.
Score moves on to 168. Sanesh is the new batsman. Ivan picking up his second wicket. Pick off the bowlers. 23, 2 for 23 in his 3 overs. CSPL All-Star 11 Wayanad 168 for the loss of 4 wickets after the completion of 16 overs. 4 more overs remaining in this exciting contest played between Mathrubhumi 11 and Civil Service Premier League Wayanad All-Stars 11. Sumit is back into the attack. He's bowling from the pavilion end. Mukesh is the batsman on strike. He's batting on 47. Nicely played. Looking for the second one, but settles for a single. Good backup there by the wicketkeeper. Mukesh moves on to 48. Nicely played, and he gets his first boundary of the match. Sanish moves on to 6. CSPL All-Star 11 moves on to 173 for the loss of 4 wickets. We are in the 17th over of the first innings. This time towards the deep cover, picks up a single. He moves on to 7. Last ball of the 17th over. Mukesh is batting on 48. Running hard, and he gets to his 50. The second 50 of the match. Looking for the third one, and that's really good running between the wickets by both the batsmen. 3 runs taken, and Mukesh moves on to 51. His first 50 of the tournament. After the completion of 17 overs, Civil Service Premier League Wayanad All-Star 11, 177 for the loss of 4 wickets. That's a good shot, and that's gone all the way for a big 6. This time, Mukesh is the batsman. Just timing it into perfection. Another good delivery from bowler Ibin. He's into his final over. So for the pick of the bowler, 2 for 29 in his 3.2 overs. Good shot, and that's another 6 from Mukesh. He moves on to 63. Now he's dealing with sixes at the moment. Second 6 of the over. Score moves on to 183. In fact, 189. Mukesh moves on to 63. Chance, but falls at Norman area, running away from the field run. That's another boundary. CSPL All-Star 11, Wayanad moves on 193. Mukesh moves on to 67. This time through the offside, and that's another boundary from Mukesh. Turning out to be an expensive over. CSPL All-Star 11, Wayanad moves on 197. We are in the 18th over and Mukesh batting on 71. And picks up a single of the last ball, and he will keep the strike for the next over. That's the end of the 18th over. Civil Service Premier League, Wayanad, All-Star 11, 199, 198 for the loss of 4 wickets.
വയനാടിന്റെ ചരിത്രത്തിൽ ആദ്യമായി ഓൾ ഇന്ത്യ T20 ഫ്ലഡ് ലൈറ്റ് ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ്. മാതൃഭൂമി കൃഷ്ണഗിരി
Dot ball to start the 19th over. Mukesh batting on 72. Picks up a single, and that single brings Samish back on strike. Nicely played by Sanish. Picks up a couple of runs and he moves on to 9. Looking for the third one and gets it quite comfortably at the end. 2 runs added and 200 up for CSPL in the 19th over. That's the end of the 19th over. CSPL All-Star 11 208 for the loss of 4 wickets. One more over remaining. It's another 6 from Mukesh. He moves on to 84. In fact, that's boundary signal by the umpire. He moves on to 82. Another boundary. And that's the end of the 20th over. CSPL All-Star 11, after winning the toss and returning to bat first, scores 218 for the loss of 5 wickets. Mukesh being the top scorer, scoring 88 runs. at 86 runs from 52 balls.
വയനാടിന്റെ ചരിത്രത്തിൽ ആദ്യമായി ഓൾ ഇന്ത്യ T20 ഫ്ലഡ് ലൈറ്റ് ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ്. മാതൃഭൂമി കൃഷ്ണഗിരി കപ്പ് T20.
വയനാട് ജില്ലാ ക്രിക്കറ്റ് അസോസിയേഷന്റെ ആഭിമുഖ്യത്തിൽ അണ്ടർ ദ ലൈറ്റ് ഫെഡ് ലൈറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ് ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് വയനാട്ടിലെ ഒരു ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ് സംഘടിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. കേരളത്തിന് പുറത്തുമുള്ള 50ഓളം മികച്ച ടീമുകൾ ഈ ടൂർണമെന്റിൽ പങ്കാളികളാകുന്നു. ഏകദേശം 1 ലക്ഷം രൂപ വിന്നിംഗ് പ്രൈസും 50,000 രൂപ റണ്ണറപ്പും ഈ ടൂർണമെന്റിന്റെ വിജയികൾക്ക് നമ്മൾ നൽകും.
മാർച്ച് 2 മുതൽ 19 വരെ കൃഷ്ണഗിരി സ്റ്റേഡിയത്തിൽ.
In a faraway land, so close to your dreams, when nature unfolds itself before you in all its grandeur, what would you do? Wake up. Wake up to the enchanting wilderness of a lush, evergreen forest. Stay secluded, still, and shut off from the hustles of the world. Wild Planet, the monsoon's favorite destination.
Wild Planet, Nilgiris, Luxury Jungle Resort.
ദുൽഖറിന് അവളാണ് ആനന്ദം. ക്യൂട്ടാ.
ദുൽഖറിന്റെ ആര്?
മറിയം അമീറ. നീ അധികം തലപോയിക്കണ്ട, വേഗം ചെന്ന് ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി വായിക്കാം.
അവളാണ് എന്റെ ആനന്ദം. ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി മാർച്ച് 1 ലക്കം. സ്റ്റാർ ടോക്കിൽ ദുൽഖർ സൽമാൻ.
ദുൽഖറിന്റെ ഇഷ്ടങ്ങൾ, സിനിമ, കുടുംബ വിശേഷങ്ങൾ.
ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി നിങ്ങളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു എപ്പോഴും.
ഇപ്പോൾ വിപണിയിൽ.
ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി മാർച്ച് 1 ലക്കം വിമൻസ് ഡേ സ്പെഷ്യൽ ഇപ്പോൾ വിപണിയിൽ. അവൾ എന്റെ ആനന്ദം, ദുൽഖർ സൽമാൻ. കുച്ചിപ്പുടി നർത്തകി ശ്രീലക്ഷ്മി ഗോവർദ്ധനൻ. പാട്ടിനു പിന്നിലെ കഥകളുമായി സന മൊയ്തോട്ടി. വാടക ഗർഭധാരണം എങ്ങനെ, എപ്പോൾ, കൂടാതെ മറ്റ് പങ്ക്തികളും. ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി നിങ്ങളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു എപ്പോഴും.
ഒരു ദിവസമെന്നാൽ ഇപ്പോൾ 1 മണിക്കൂറാണ്. വെറും 1 മണിക്കൂറിൽ അറിയാം ഒരു ദിവസത്തെ വാർത്തകൾ. ഒരു ദിവസത്തെ പ്രധാന സംഭവങ്ങളെല്ലാം ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തി മാതൃഭൂമി ന്യൂസ് 1 മണിക്കൂർ വാർത്ത. എല്ലാ ദിവസവും രാത്രി 10-ന്.
വയനാടിന്റെ ചരിത്രത്തിൽ ആദ്യമായി ഓൾ ഇന്ത്യ T20 ഫ്ലഡ് ലൈറ്റ് ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ്. മാതൃഭൂമി കൃഷ്ണഗിരി കപ്പ് T20.
വയനാട് ജില്ലാ ക്രിക്കറ്റ് അസോസിയേഷന്റെ ആഭിമുഖ്യത്തിൽ അണ്ടർ ദ ലൈറ്റ് ഫ്ലഡ് ലൈറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ് ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് വയനാട്ടിലെ ഒരു ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ് സംഘടിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. കേരളത്തിന് പുറത്തുമുള്ള 50ഓളം മികച്ച ടീമുകൾ ഈ ടൂർണമെന്റിൽ പങ്കാളികളാകുന്നു. ഏകദേശം 1 ലക്ഷം രൂപ വിന്നിംഗ് പ്രൈസും 50,000 രൂപ റണ്ണറപ്പും ഈ ടൂർണമെന്റിന്റെ വിജയികൾക്ക് നമ്മൾ നൽകും.
മാർച്ച് 2 മുതൽ 19 വരെ കൃഷ്ണഗിരി സ്റ്റേഡിയത്തിൽ. വയനാടിന്റെ ചരിത്രത്തിൽ ആദ്യമായി ഓൾ ഇന്ത്യ T20 ഫ്ലഡ് ലൈറ്റ് ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ്. മാതൃഭൂമി കൃഷ്ണഗിരി കപ്പ് T20.
വയനാട് ജില്ലാ ക്രിക്കറ്റ് അസോസിയേഷന്റെ ആഭിമുഖ്യത്തിൽ അണ്ടർ ദ ലൈറ്റ് ഫ്ലഡ് ലൈറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ് ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് വയനാട്ടിലെ ഒരു ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ് സംഘടിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. കേരളത്തിന് പുറത്തുമുള്ള 50ഓളം മികച്ച ടീമുകൾ ഈ ടൂർണമെന്റിൽ പങ്കാളികളാകുന്നു. ഏകദേശം 1 ലക്ഷം രൂപ വിന്നിംഗ് പ്രൈസും 50,000 രൂപ റണ്ണറപ്പും ഈ ടൂർണമെന്റിന്റെ വിജയികൾക്ക് നമ്മൾ നൽകും.
മാർച്ച് 2 മുതൽ 19 വരെ കൃഷ്ണഗിരി സ്റ്റേഡിയത്തിൽ.
In a faraway land, so close to your dreams. When nature unfolds itself before you in all its grandeur, what would you do? Wake up. Wake up to the enchanting wilderness of a lush, evergreen forest. Stay secluded, still, and shut off from the hustles of the world. Wild Planet, the monsoon's favorite destination.
Wild Planet, Nilgiris, Luxury Jungle Resort.
ദുൽഖറിന് അവളാണ് ആനന്ദം. ക്യൂട്ടാ.
ദുൽഖറിന്റെ ആര്?
മറിയം അമീറ. നീ അധികം തലപോയിക്കണ്ട, വേഗം ചെന്ന് ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി വായിക്കാം.
അവളാണ് എന്റെ ആനന്ദം. ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി മാർച്ച് 1 ലക്കം. സ്റ്റാർ ടോക്കിൽ ദുൽഖർ സൽമാൻ.
ദുൽഖറിന്റെ ഇഷ്ടങ്ങൾ, സിനിമ, കുടുംബ വിശേഷങ്ങൾ.
ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി നിങ്ങളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു എപ്പോഴും.
ഇപ്പോൾ വിപണിയിൽ.
ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി മാർച്ച് 1 ലക്കം വിമൻസ് ഡേ സ്പെഷ്യൽ ഇപ്പോൾ വിപണിയിൽ. അവൾ എന്റെ ആനന്ദം, ദുൽഖർ സൽമാൻ. കുച്ചിപ്പുടി നർത്തകി ശ്രീലക്ഷ്മി ഗോവർദ്ധനൻ. പാട്ടിനു പിന്നിലെ കഥകളുമായി സന മൊയ്തോട്ടി. വാടക ഗർഭധാരണം എങ്ങനെ, എപ്പോൾ, കൂടാതെ മറ്റ് പങ്ക്തികളും. ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി നിങ്ങളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു എപ്പോഴും.
ഒരു ദിവസം എന്നാൽ ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു മണിക്കൂറാണ്. വെറും ഒരു മണിക്കൂറിൽ അറിയാം ഒരു ദിവസത്തെ വാർത്തകൾ. ഒരു ദിവസത്തെ പ്രധാന സംഭവങ്ങളെല്ലാം ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തി മാതൃഭൂമി ന്യൂസ് 1 മണിക്കൂർ വാർത്ത. എല്ലാ ദിവസവും രാത്രി 10-ന്.
Gerald is the bowler. So for 1 run coming in this over in the form of an extra. 4 dot balls. Mukesh is the batsman. Malgosh at the non-striker's end. Fifth dot ball of the over. And that's the end of the first over. Mathrubhumi 11, 1 for no loss. Anup PS is the bowler, bowling from the pavilion end. Malgosh is the batsman on strike. So far, no runs coming off the bat. 1 run in the form of an extra. Another dot ball, third dot ball in a row. Another dot ball, fourth dot ball in a row. We are in the second over and Mathrubhumi 11 has just scored 1 run, and that too in the form of an extra. That's gone all the way. First boundary of the match in the form of an youth 6. Malgosh is the batsman. He's on the way with that 6. 7 runs for no loss. They require another 212 runs from 109 balls. And that's the end of the second over. Mathrubhumi 11, 7 for no loss. Good delivery from Jodil to start his second over. Mukesh is off the mark with that single. Another good delivery from Jodil. That's a good shot and that's gone all the way. Second six for Malvosh, this time through the offside. Score moves on to 14. Anup to ball his second over. Mathrubhumi 11, 15 for no loss. Single taken and the score moves on to 16. Another good delivery from Anup. Mukesh gets his first boundary of the match. Mathrubhumi 11, 20 for no loss after the completion of 4 overs. Another good delivery from Jaril, who is bowling his third over. Fifth over of the power play number 1. Mathrubhumi 11, 24, 21 for no loss. The good change in pace by Jaril. Good delivery from Jaril. Good delivery from Jaril, and that's the end of the fifth over. Mathrubhumi 11, 21 for no loss. First wicket down. Anup picking up the first wicket for CSPL All Stars 11. Sridhar is the new batsman. He is off the mark with a single. That was a wide delivery from Anup. Good delivery by Anup, and that's the end of the sixth over. Mathrubhumi 28 for 1. That's really well played by Sridhar, and he picks up his first boundary. That's the end of the sixth over. Mathrubhumi 11, 33 for the loss of 1 wicket. Into the seventh over, Santosh bowling the second over. Nicely played on the back foot. Picks up a single. Score moves on to 36. Good delivery from Santosh. Another good delivery from Santosh. Another dot ball. Another good delivery. Just 2 runs coming off the first 4 balls of this over. Another wide ball. Single taken by Mukesh. Score moves on to 38. One more ball remaining in this over.
ഒരു ദിവസമെന്നാൽ ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു മണിക്കൂറാണ്. വെറും ഒരു മണിക്കൂറിൽ അറിയാം ഒരു ദിവസത്തെ വാർത്തകൾ. ഒരു ദിവസത്തെ പ്രധാന സംഭവങ്ങളെല്ലാം ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തി മാതൃഭൂമി ന്യൂസ് ഒരു മണിക്കൂർ വാർത്ത. എല്ലാ ദിവസവും രാത്രി 10-ന്.
After the completion of 7 overs, Mathrubhumi 11, 40 for no loss, 40 for the loss of 1 wicket. And that's a boundary. 4 more runs added to the team total. Score moves on to 44. Good delivery from Manish. Dot ball. Another good delivery from Manish TK. Another dot ball. Nicely played by Mukesh. Picks up a single and gives back the strike to Sridhar. Another good delivery from Manish TK. Another dot ball and one more ball remaining in this over. And a dot ball to finish off the 8th over. Mathrubhumi 11s, 45 for the loss of 1 wicket.
വയനാടിന്റെ ചരിത്രത്തിൽ ആദ്യമായി ഓൾ ഇന്ത്യ T20 ഫ്ലഡ് ലൈറ്റ് ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ്. മാതൃഭൂമി കൃഷ്ണഗിരി.
In a faraway land of a lush, evergreen from the hustles of the world, wild planet, the monsoon's favorite destination.
Wild Planet, Nilgiris, Luxury Jungle Resort.
ദുൽഖർ.
ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി മാർച്ച് 1-ാം ലക്കം വിമൻസ് ഡേ സ്പെഷ്യൽ ഇപ്പോൾ വിപണിയിൽ. അവൾ എന്റെ ആനന്ദം, ദുൽഖർ സൽമാൻ. കുച്ചിപ്പുടി നർത്തകി.
ഒരു ദിവസം എന്നാൽ ഇപ്പോൾ 1 മണിക്കൂറാണ്. വെറും 1 മണിക്കൂർ രാത്രി 10-ന്.
After the completion of 10 overs, Mathrubhumi 11, 52 for the loss of 2 wickets. Sonu batting on 1 and Sridhar batting on 13. Anish TK conceding 2 runs and picking up a wicket in the previous over. Change in bowling. Jain is the new bowler bowling from the higher end. Sonu is on strike. Good delivery from Jain and equally well played by Sonu. Picks up a single. Nicely played by Sridhar. Picks up a single and gives the strike back to Sonu. Nicely struck by Sonu and gets a boundary for that. Slight misfield by the fielder at the deep and gets a boundary. Small reminder for the teams for the next match. Both the teams are requested to, both the captain. Captains. The captain of Shining Star is requested to report at the pavilion immediately. The captain of Shining Star is requested to report at the pavilion immediately. Close call and the umpire doesn't look interested. Dot ball to start for Anish TK in his third over. Nicely bowled by Anish TK. 4 dot balls in this over so far. 2 more balls remaining. Nicely played. Another dot ball. 4. It's been 5 dot now. Sonu is the batsman on strike. And that's a maiden over for Manish TK. The 12th over of the innings has been a maiden for Manish TK. Good over by the bowler. Mathrubhumi 11 requires 159 runs in 48 balls. That was a good effort by the field in the deep. The captain of CSPL All-Star 11 is bowling from the highway end. He's the superintendent of police, R. Ilenga. Chance, and that's a great catch by the wicketkeeper. The captain himself striking. Third wicket down. Ilengo are picking up the third wicket. We are into the 13th over. Mathrubhumi 11 loses their third wicket. 62 for the loss of 3 wicket. Full toss, and that's hit for a huge 6 over square leg. Sridhar. That huge 6 came from the bat of Sridhar. After the completion of 13 overs, Mathrubhumi 11, 69 for the loss of 3 wickets. Into the 14th over. Anish TK to ball his final over of the match. So far picking up dot ball to start his final over. In fact, that was a second ball. Good delivery and a slight misfield by the fielder covers. Picks up a single, and that single brings you to one strike. And some good effort by the fielder Deep. Saves a couple of runs. 1 run added to the team total.
വയനാടിന്റെ ചരിത്രത്തിൽ ആദ്യമായി ഓൾ ഇന്ത്യ T20 ഫ്ലഡ് ലൈറ്റ് ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ് Mathrubhumi Krishnagiri Cup.
Good delivery to start. The 15th over. Mathrubhumi 11-74 for the loss of 3 wickets. Good shot and one bounce into the fence. Sridhar is the batsman. This time towards long on, but picks up a single. Yadu back on strike. Sridhar moves on to 30. They require another 130 runs from 33 balls. Good delivery from Vaishak. Flat and quick. Well kept by the wicketkeeper as well. Foolish delivery on the stumps. Played it towards long off for a single. That's the end of the 15th over. Mathrubhumi 11-81 for the loss of 3 wickets.
വയനാടിന്റെ ചരിത്രത്തിൽ ആദ്യമായി ഓൾ ഇന്ത്യ T20 ഫ്ലഡ് ലൈറ്റ് ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ടൂർണമെന്റ്. മാതൃഭൂമി കൃഷ്ണഗിരി
Sixteenth over in progress. Single taken off the first ball. Sridhar back on strike. That's a good shot and that's gone all the way for a big 6. Sridhar moves on to 36. This time through the covers and good fielding at the deep. Picks up a single and that single brings Yadu and Brack on strike. Jairam is the new bowler. Good delivery from Jairam. That's a great shot by the batsman. Yadu hitting his first six of the match. Score moves on to 95. Second six of this over. One more ball remaining. So far 14 runs coming off this over. Chance. Fielder coming underneath. And that's a great catch by the fielder at long off. Shafiq is the fielder. Takes a good catch. Yadu has to depart after scoring 11 runs. Jairam picks up his first wicket after the completion of 16 overs. Mathrubhumi 1195 for the loss of 4 wickets.
In a faraway land, to the enchanting wilderness, stay secluded, still, and shut off from the hustles of the world. Wild planet, the monsoon's favorite destination.
After the completion of 16 overs, Mathrubhumi 1195 for the loss of 4 wickets.
Nilgiris, luxury.
Mathrubhumi 11 loses their 5th wicket. Sridhar is the batsman who has to depart after a well played 37. 96 for the loss of 5 wickets. Wayanad picking up his first wicket of the match.
ദുൽഖറിന് അവളാണ് ആനന്ദം. ക്യൂട്ടാ.
ദുൽഖറിന്
സ്റ്റാർ ടോക്കിൽ ദുൽഖർ സൽമാൻ.
ദുൽഖറിന്റെ ഇഷ്ടങ്ങൾ, സിനിമ, കുടുംബവിശേഷങ്ങൾ.
ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി നിങ്ങളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു എപ്പോഴും.
ഇപ്പോൾ വിപണിയിൽ.
ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി മാർച്ച് 1-ാം ലക്കം വിമൻസ് ഡേ സ്പെഷ്യൽ കൂടാതെ മറ്റ് പങ്ക്തികളും. ഗൃഹലക്ഷ്മി നിങ്ങളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു എപ്പോഴും.
ഒരു ദിവസം
Wayanad picking up his first wicket of the match.
1 ദിവസം
Good shot by Sumit. And he opens his account with a boundary. 100 on the scorecard for Mathrubhumi 11. Sumit opens his account with a boundary. Score was on 100 for loss of 5 wicket. That is a tossed up delivery by Vaishak. Gets a single and that single brings Akhil on strike. Good delivery from Vaishak. Quick and flat. Another dot ball. One more ball remaining in this over. Short ball and that's played it towards backward point for a beautiful boundary. Sumit opens his account with a boundary. And that's the end of the 17th over. Mathrubhumi 11, 105 for the loss of 5 wicket. They needed another 114 runs in 18 balls. Fielder coming but fell short of the fielder. Akhil is the batsman picking up the single of the first ball of the 18th over. Sumit is back on strike. Sanish bowling his first over. Bowling from the pavilion end. Will be bowling to Sumit. Nicely played. Both the batsmen running hard but settles for a single. Score moves on to 107. Other short ball and by signal by the umpire. Score was on 108. Another dot ball. Nicely played. Picks up a single. Last ball of the 18th over. Akhil is back on strike. And that's the end of the 18th. Mathrubhumi 11, 109 for the loss of 5 wickets. They needed 110 runs from 12 balls. 19th over of the match. They needed 110 runs from 12 balls. Chasing. Opening the face of the bat and picks up a single. Jairam is the new bowler. Akhil is back on strike. Both the batsmen batting on 7. Big swing and a miss there by Akhil. Jairam, the ball his second over, was expensive in his first but picked up a wicket. Good shot by Akhil, looking for the second. Sent back by Sumit and he's safely back on the crease. 1 run taken, score moves on to 111. Single taken by Akhil. Picked by Sumit. Low score and that's given.
ഇപ്പോൾ 1 മണിക്കൂറാണ്. വെറും 1 മണിക്കൂറിൽ അറിയാം ഒരു ദിവസത്തെ വാർത്തകൾ. ഒരു ദിവസത്തെ പ്രധാന സംഭവങ്ങളെല്ലാം ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തി മാതൃഭൂമി ന്യൂസ് 1 മണിക്കൂർ വാർത്ത. എല്ലാ ദിവസവും രാത്രി 10-ന്.
Six wicket down for Mathrubhumi. Jairam picking up his second wicket in the 19th over. The replay clearly states that was plumb in front. Good decision by the umpire. Chance but falls well short of the field at deep long on. Single to finish off the 19th, 112 for 6, Mathrubhumi 11. They needed 107 runs in the last over. is being bowled by the captain himself. Chance at the non-strikers end, but there was a poor throw by the favorite long on. Played it towards fine leg for a single. Score was on 116 for the loss of 6 wickets. 3 more balls remaining in this final over. No ball signal by the umpire. Run out chance at the non-striker's end, and that easily gone. The captain of the CSPL All-Star 11, Ilango R, is the bowler, bowling the final over of the innings. Chance, and that's been dropped, and that will run away to the boundary. 4 more runs added to the total of the Mathrubhumi 11. Score moves on 122. And that's the end of the match. Next match at this beautiful venue will be played between Apache Kannur and JCC Tamil Nadu. The man of the match, Before going to the post-match presentation, I would like to welcome both the captains to have a few words about this match. The captain of Mathrubhumi 11, Mr. Jay Krishnan, and the captain of CSPL 11, Mr. Ilango R. After winning the toss and electing to bat first, CSPL All-Star 11 scoring 218 for the loss of 5 wickets. In reply, Mathrubhumi 11 119 for the loss of 8 wickets. Would like to welcome both the captains of the team to have a few words on the experience of playing this match. I request both the teams to assemble on the post-match presentation area. The captain of CSPL All-Stars 11, he is the Superintendent of Police of Wayanad, Mr. Ilango R, and the captain of Mathrubhumi 11, Mr. Jay Krishnan. And the man of the match of today's match is Mukesh for scoring a brilliant 88 runs. The man of the match award will be given by our Joint Secretary Mr. Nusha.
CSPL full form there. Civil service.